Yo, my violence-loving buddies! Welcome to part 4 of my Travis Strikes Again No More Heroes review. In this segment, I'll start to talk about the stages and the bosses themselves. With No More Heroes 3 so close, best to get a move on. Show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Now let's get into it. Time to dive into Death Drive Mark II. A wonderful thing that happens after booting up our game console within a game console, we get a retro-ass intro. Which reminds me of a cool intro movie for each of the games, along with their own title cards and title menu theme. Not all deathballs have this for a good reason. I super appreciate the opening movies these games within a game have, fleshing them out quickly and making me wish Grasshopper Manufacturer developed them into their own games entirely. We shall get started with Electric Thunder Tiger 2, set in Electric Speed City in the year 2223. Drained of power and teeming with bugs, we battle our way up to a factory where the boss is. This stage has so many different styles. Dusty construction areas, diesel as hell factory, and even a neon city. We're introduced to the switches for all the deathballs. They're Deathahedron. These snazzy little devices can be hit to activate all sorts of things. For this game within a game, we get to rotate the bridge segments. A neat little puzzle. Simple yet deadly enough. At least for me, because from time to time my Switch would crash at this point. Luckily, only on the odd occasion. We are introduced to several Bug Street members and even get our first mid-boss at the factory. All the Sheepmen have something cheeky and cheesy to say, and adopt something from the deathball they inhabit. Sheepman Red has some shocking attacks and not many friends. A small blast attack, an electrical barrier that expands quickly, and beefy physical attacks. A good fight and does prep you a bit for what is to come, like any good mid-boss would do. Shortly after that, we reach an elevator which brings us straight to the boss for Electric Thunder Tiger 2. The world-class architect and electro-technical engineer is fond of comic superheroes and making his own weapons. He is ready to save his beloved Electric Speed City and keep his family safe. His blood is surging, crackling like electricity. Are you ready to brave the storm? The dialogue exchanges are always refreshing among these bosses. They all truly had their own lives in their games, like Travis had in his. He shares a special moment with the bosses, making them feel like real people. Special moments can also be negative ones, in their own messed up kind of way. Now, Electro Triple Star has some great projectiles. Multiple Electro Balls, which are fun to roll between. A damn big cannon attack, much better than Sheepman Red. You fucking nerd! A big sphere of electricity which is best to run the hell away from. Electro Triple Star has an interesting second phase. He pops his soap shoes on and slides on the outside of the arena. Bug Street Boys are summoned and it is your job to bust up those big ass boxes. This is the first time we're introduced to the second phase of a deathball boss. Their abilities are supported by an additional attack or ability that reoccurs for the remainder of the fight. I'm a big fan of this happening so often in this game. Since in No More Heroes 1 and 2, we get a slight buff to a character's overall moveset, a new attack, or sometimes nothing at all. Once Electro Triple Star's health is depleted, we get a big-ass finish button, and use a classic suplex from Travis. The other playable characters have finishes of their own too. Having these finishes at the end of the boss fight kinda felt like the assassins we are playing as throw the rules of the game aside and just messes up the boss in their own way. Really screams, fuck it, you're in my world now. My final thoughts on Electro Triple Star. A great starting boss and very far from a tutorial boss. We are rewarded for using everything we have at our disposal. Pretty awesome exchange within an exhilarating battle that really has you use your movement options to hammer in their usefulness. Once Travis pops out of the deathball, he reflects on what happened. He got to face his video game hero and has so much admiration for him. He regrets cutting down his own hero and says the title of the series after so goddamn long. These self-reflection segments will continue to happen after each deathball. Side note, by the way, I'm not exactly sure where Travis is during these segments, but with how odd his life is, I wouldn't be surprised if this was either in the near future, a location in Santa Destroy, or simply a basement under his trailer. After conquering a deathball, we get to use the toilets like checkpoints to return to as well, making this game so pick up and play friendly. Truly an unappreciated feature. I'll end things here. Next time, we shall dive into the terrifying suburbs that can be found in Life is Destroy. If you'd like to, show your support and interest by liking, commenting and subbing, along with giving that bell a tap. Thanks so much in advance. But until then, this has been DePassion. See you on the next journey. Take care.